Hey brothers, so it's New Year's Eve and I am honestly just like rethinking my whole entire year. I'm thinking about everything that happened to me in 2023 and I'm thinking like this and that happened and this and that, you know, good and bad. And oh my god, I sound so stupid right now. I gotta work on that. That's one of the things that I have to work on. I have to work on being nicer to myself. I wrote down a couple things before this video, before like putting this on the floor and setting up. I wrote down everything that I accomplished this year and things that I hope to accomplish in 2024 or ever. There's no rush. There's no need for things to happen to me in 2024. Like, obviously things are gonna happen no matter what. It's not like nothing is gonna happen for the whole entire year. I feel like sometimes we think like, oh, this big thing didn't happen to me, but it's honestly like the little things that end up accumulating and teaching you more lessons, I feel like. It's things that happen every day that you don't know are important to you until later on when you revisit them. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm thinking about a time that I didn't know was important at the time, but now that I think about it, I'm like, shoot, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so this year I got my first agent. That was pretty exciting. That was really, really exciting. That happened to me in like August. And I went back to class because I stopped going around this time last year. And I went back to class in April and I was really afraid to do so. I was like, shoot, everyone was like, oh, you're back, or who are you, you know, like, and I just like in general got out of my comfort zone a little bit. I remember like years ago in high school, I would be like frightened. I didn't have a job in high school, but I'd be like, dude, how am I gonna get a job one day? Like, I can't imagine driving to a job interview or like an audition or something like that. I'm like, I'm way too nervous for that. I'm way too anxious to do any of that. And I've done it so much this year. I've done it so much this year that every time I do it, I've gotten less and less anxious and nervous about it, you know? And sometimes that just maybe won't ever go away, but it's fine because I know that once you actually do it, once you actually are there and are about to do it, it goes away. You know, it's like you didn't have anything to be afraid of. You didn't have anything to worry about. And like you realize that, but then it'll still happen again the next time it happens, you know? It's like it's funny. It's funny. You laugh at it. I laugh at it now. It's like, bro, I was really scared of that. But you know what? If I have an audition in like 2 weeks and I'm driving there, I'm probably still gonna feel nervous. But that's just how it is. And it's like the way you manage it. It's the way you go through with it that really matters, you know? Because you're gonna be okay no matter what. No matter what happens, no matter what you think is gonna happen, you're gonna make it out of there. And you're gonna be fine. And you're gonna realize it wasn't as scary as you thought. Again, only sometimes. I'm not talking about scary things. I'm not talking about really scary things. So another big thing that happened to me, or that I did, another big thing that I did that I consider pretty big is I actually wrote some stuff. Bro, oh my god, I wrote a song. Oh my god, I have to like figure that out. I have to like figure out like the whole recording thing. I have to like post it, upload it. I don't even know. I've never written a song. I've never, ever done anything like that before. I've never been interested in anything like that until like literally like last month. So it was late in the year, but I still did it. I still got it done. All it takes is some dedication, is some focus. That's all it takes. Honestly, all the things that I accomplished because I was focused. Thankfully for my ADHD, it's pretty easy for me sometimes. I also got a lot more comfortable being by myself. You know, I used to always be like, oh, like I can't go here, I can't go watch this movie because I don't have anyone to go with, or I can't go shopping, you know, because I don't have anyone to go with. I still want to go with people, don't get me wrong. I'm not like, oh, I'm not gonna go hang out with any of my friends ever again, but like, I don't think it's weird doing things on your own anymore. I don't feel like a weirdo. I don't feel like a loser. Oh my god, I used to think I was the biggest loser. And you know what? Maybe I am. Maybe you think I'm the weirdest loser ever. But I think I'm cool. I think I'm pretty cool. I think all my friends, you know, they like me. And I don't think everyone hates me and is out to get me anymore. So, you know, now that I look back, I did a lot of things that scared me. And I realized there was nothing to be afraid of. And I guess that's the message that I'm trying to send here in this video, that don't let anything stop you. Don't let yourself stop you. Stop getting in the way of your own future. Stop getting in the way of your ambitions. Stop getting in the way of good things. You're in the way. You're in the way, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna pick like 5 things. I got some note cards. I don't know what they're called. Index cards. Sorry, I'm a dropout. One thing in 2024 that I really want to get good at is language learning. I want to be a polyglot, you guys. I want to know so much about different cultures and different languages. I literally want to learn more about other people. I grew up in America, here in America. So I grew up with a pretty privileged life, not gonna lie. Like, there's some people out there in different countries that don't get the same things that I do. And sometimes they never do. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful that I get to live this life. I'm really grateful that I get to do this, honestly. Like, I know I have like 100 subscribers. I'm not anyone crazy and cool, but I get to do this in the comfort of my own home. I get to have a home. I get to have a family. I get to have my friends. I get to have a job. I get to do this freely. I get to be comfortable. I don't know why I started talking about this, but I want to learn more about other people, and I want to be informed, and I want to be, you know, I'm going to learn Turkish culture and language. God, I wish they offered classes like this here. I think my high school only did like sign language and Spanish and French. Another thing that I want to do is I actually want to produce some of my shorts that I've written. Sorry if my pen clicking is getting annoying. I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed by it. I'm gonna put it down. But yeah, I want to actually put up a short. I want to actually, like, you know, find a team and like put my ideas out there. I want people to see my creations because I think they're worth it. You know, in the past I've written some stuff, but I don't feel like it's any good. You know, I don't feel like it's good enough. Like what might people think, you know, like I can't let them know that I'm a beginner, you know, like even though I am, I need to get better at being comfortable with not knowing everything yet, you know, and this is the only way to learn. This is the only way to learn. I can only learn by doing. So I need to start doing more and not being afraid of being imperfect or whatever. You know, there's this guy on here. I don't remember his YouTube or his name. Basically, he has this video about how we procrastinate because if it's not perfect, then it's better left undone. You know, if it's not gonna be perfect, might as well just not do it straight up, like, period. But if you do it at least 70% good, then it's worth doing. You know, it's 70% is better than 0%, if that makes sense. And that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. I don't know, he explains it so much cooler and so much better. So I'm gonna link his channel down below. And that video literally changed the way I see things. It changed everything for me. And you know, maybe my self-tapes weren't at 100, maybe they were like at 70. Maybe that's why I didn't book it. But because I kept doing them more and more, by practice, by doing it so many times, I've eventually gotten better at it and I've been more comfortable doing it. So, who really lost? Nobody lost. You don't lose anything. You have nothing to lose. I also want to work on being nicer to strangers. I'm a very impatient person, not gonna lie. That's like one of my biggest like downfalls. I want to be a little bit nicer to the world because I wish that people would be a little bit nicer to me. So the only way to receive that is to give that. So I'm gonna try my best to give that to people. Like sometimes at work, people really piss me off. And it's not even anything like that big of a deal. Recognize that fault in me. At least I recognize that that's not okay for me to like lose my shit over someone telling me that they want to add something at the window. Like, what has this job done to me? And lastly, another thing that I want to do is I want to give back to my community a lot more. I volunteer at a homeless shelter, an animal shelter, and this thing called Adopt a Highway. I have a little highway a couple towns near mine, and basically I just clean up trash. Because sometimes like I just be driving on the freeway and there's a whole bunch of trash on the side of the road. I'm like, damn, is this really my planet? Damn, y'all live like this? Someone's gotta clean it. Someone's gotta clean it. I don't care. I don't get paid for it, but I don't want to pay for it later, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and right now I don't really dedicate a lot of my time to any of those three places. So in 2024, I want to make a real effort to do better and give back to my community, just like I would want someone to give back to me. I don't know. I'm trying to be wiser, dude. I'm trying to be wiser, and I'm trying to stop procrastinating, because at least if it's 70% done or 70% fine, then it's gonna be all right. So those are a couple things that I want to get better at in 2024, and I think this is pretty reasonable. I mean, it's only like a couple things, like 4 things. Like, if I can't do that in the span of 12 months, then we got a problem. And it's not like I'm gonna do Turkish for 1 month and give back another month and then be kind to people another month. Like, I'm gonna try to do a little bit every day so that it actually sticks. so that it actually becomes a habit. It actually becomes routine, and it actually becomes different. It makes a difference. So yeah, that's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. I'll see you guys later. Let me know what your resolutions are, because I really want to know. Maybe I'll get inspired. Maybe I'll do the same things that you do. I don't know. I'm easily influenced, so yeah. So yeah, I'll see you later.